Hi, welcome to Zach of All Trades. I just got back from a business trip to Scotland. I know, right? What a lucky boy am I. Well, while I was there, I did a few things wrong. Also did a few things right, and really, I wished that I had known some of this stuff before I went there, so I figured I would compile it all here for you, just in case you're on the way to go visit Scotland. First things first, if you are an American tourist, don't try to blend in. You stick out like a sore thumb as an American tourist, even when you throw on your fake Scottish accent, because trust me, you're messing it up, and you stand out even worse than you just look silly. Now that does not absolve you from at least trying to observe some of the customs or pronounce some of the things right, which brings me to the next item. There is no G pronounced in Edinburgh, right? It's not Edinburgh. I found out that this actually quite deeply annoys the locals when they hear someone say Edinburgh. It's not Edinburgh. Just think of bread and butter.
Bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter.
Yeah, Edinburgh, right? That's the way to pronounce it. I actually learned that while I was in Scotland from a fellow YouTuber named Wee Scottish Lass. I'll go put a link to her channel down in the description. Go check her out. She's got some pretty funny stuff. The next item is always be on your guard when you go to Loch Ness. Here I was, just taking a selfie, minding my own business, and look at there. Twirled around and snapped this picture real quick just before she submerged back into the icy depths. On that note, as you're out driving around, make sure that you have enough fuel. Because contrary to how it is here in America in many places, you don't have 24-hour gas stations on every corner. My group and I were pretty sure that we were going to run out of gas. And if you're out in that country driving around in Scotland, don't expect to find shoulders on many of the roads. We were to the point, we were pretty sure if we were going to run out of gas, we're going to have to just get out of the car and move a ways from it and watch it be plowed into because there was no place to get it off of the road. The next thing is, eat the haggis. Eat the haggis. Don't be afraid of it. It's absolutely delicious. It's a mixture of meat and some grain and I don't know, there's just stuff in it, much akin to, say, a really, really rich, maybe ground venison. Don't be afraid of it. Try it. It's really good. If you happen to be in the West End of Glasgow looking for haggis, there is a place that supposedly has some of the best haggis in Scotland, so they say. The place is called the Ubiquitous Chip. The Ubiquitous Chip. But if you want to go to the Ubiquitous Chip, make sure that you have a booking before you go. A booking, that's what they call, what we Americans would call a reservation. Give a call before you go there, or, well, you might be disappointed when you get to the door. While you're there, go for a drive. I am not kidding you. I've seen a lot of the world, and this is some of the most beautiful country that I've ever driven through. We were lucky enough to be able to drive up to Eilean Castle. I highly recommend this. It's an ancient castle that's been restored to what it originally looked like. Mind-boggling if you like castles. Even if you don't like castles, it's still going to blow your mind. If you go to Eilean Castle, I'm not going to give this completely away, but before you go there, look on Google Earth. Look around for a road that gives you a vantage point above the castle. There is a place where you can drive to and have an incredible view of one of the most photographed castles in all of Scotland. And after you're done doing all these things, if you've spent much time in Europe, you probably expect that everything's going to stay open all night because, well, in much of Europe, things are open very late. If you come back from your drive and you want to go have a pint at the pub and it's 11:30, you're not going to have much time because the thing that we discovered was the pubs, the true pubs, not a dance club, a pub. You know, a pub. At least all the ones in Glasgow close at midnight, most all days of the week. If you want to go to a dance club, it seems that they're open most of the rest of the night. But if you want a good old wholesome pub, don't plan on doing it after midnight. That's about the list of things that I can think of right offhand that I really wish that I would have known beforehand. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Like I said, go check out We Scottish Lass. Tell her I sent you. And I appreciate you watching. I hope that you'll subscribe so that you can watch the next information-packed video that comes out. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.